Okay, hi guys. Here we go with the SOB account. Don't let the trophies fool you. This account 2 days ago had about 700 trophies or something, and we raced to close 2 or 10. Did some videos on that. If you're a tour 7, 8, 9, 10 player, rip through those tours pretty good, showing that you can do it with lower level clubs. It's just not quite ready for expert. I've only got an APOC 2, but I'll show you my clubs. They're on the higher level of rookie. For me, Sniper 7, Goliath 7, not the worst. That Sniper will hopefully be an 8 soon. They seem to come quick, those cards. I just haven't got lucky. I had an APOC 2 almost right away on this account and just haven't seen any cards since. So, but this course is pretty conducive really to lesser clubs. If I could take it back, I think I would have tried playing expert with this account. Anyway, so here we go. We're gonna play the first hole, big topper, and we're gonna go with Katana. And we're just gonna try and play off the same notes we have from the lower level accounts. Got minus 15 in the qualifier, so we have a good tie break. So this one here, we've got all the yardages down. I'm going to switch this out. Okay, so let's see here. So we're going to switch to our big topper. So this hole has been, this drive seems, very consistent. It's funny, I messed it up the very first time I played it. I hit great right into the bunker. So maybe I'm jinxing myself, but been lucky since. And we're just going to go straight down the fairway with a big topper as far as we can go, and hopefully get a nice look at a short iron in.
Great shot.
See, this shot here, I'm not a big fan of, just because bad things can happen. And plus, even if you come back a bit, you might be in the long iron. I really like this this big topper shot here. So we're going to go all the right we can with all the max top. Yellow ring is sort of going to be in the corner there of the rough. Okay, so 3-3 with the wind arrow roughly in that direction. Okay, and I'm playing at mid distance 1-3 because that's where we are, and we're pulling back a little bit. So roughly in about there. And make sure you don't hit any overpower here. My ball's a little outside the curl line there. And you just got to make sure on these curl shots that your needle's not hitting into overpower.
Perfect shot.
And this should get us to our good range, hopefully the 330 range. Seems to be in the right spot. So hopefully around 330 somewhere. 331, that's good. And then we're going to be hitting this Kingfisher. Now, I learned something on the last one with my last account, that the Kingfisher is playing a little different than the Thorn is. So from 330 with a Kingfisher, I was max plus 0.4. So I'm a yard further now. So hopefully it's not max plus 0.3. It was a little less with a Thorn for some reason. That was a nice shot. Okay, so we got our Kingfisher in. We're not using the arrow here. We're just going straight out 3-7. So max is 2-8. We're going to play at 3-2. All the right with 3 back. And go right at it. Landing sort of in the fringe line there. Going straight at the hole. That should be a pretty good spot. Okay, so we're going to play, we said 3-2. Maybe like 3-1.5 since I'm a yard closer.
Perfect shot.
Let's see how this does. Okay, so that was a little hot. So the adjustment was right. I was right over the hole. I think I just went too close to the hole. So I still like that shot. So we're sticking with that. I think I just pushed, I have to bring my ball guide back just a touch. Okay, so we'll go to the next. Okay, this shootout just popped up, and this is very similar to our hole 7. So we're going to, the wind is like the same. So we're gonna go 6.5 top, get a practice shot in. So this is hole 7. I'm pretty sure the wind is roughly the same. So I'm gonna try about there, about half a green square, sort of to the left there. I'm gonna bring it back just a touch. So a Goliath, oh shit, 3-8 with the arrow. It's min plus point about 1.6. I'm gonna play about 1.7. No, about 1.6. That's fine. Try and get this off before I run out of time. Fuck.
Great shot.
I have to rush it out there. See, that weight is really good, and so I hit great left.
Nice on.
So I really like that adjustment. If you didn't see the last video, I pretty much played the same shot and I went right at it, but I hit great right and it went in. So we know, that 6.5 top seems to be perfect. So we'll see that again on hole 7. Okay, so here's hole 2. We're playing plus 20 with the backbone again, 3-8. 4.5 back. I can tell I'm going to run low on time already. So on this club, I'm going to do, see, where's our glitch? Right. Yeah. I don't know. This just seems wrong. I'm not, I hate this fucking hole. This tournament. The last tournament was easy. It just went in every fucking time. I seem to have less backspin there, I think, than I wanted. Oh no. Oh no. Oh fuck. My whole thing glitched out there. Now I gotta play left fucking curl. I don't know what happened there. Sorry guys. I was hitting the button and it was my fucking camera view went all over the place there. You know what, to be honest, I think I had less backspin than I needed. Sorry about that. We'll go to the next. We'll get this on the back. Okay, so hole number 3. Whenever something like that happens to be, I do the right thing. I went to the fridge and I grabbed a beer. Still not sure what happened there. I fat fingered it somehow, and all of a sudden, I wouldn't, if I tried to adjust, I wasn't going to get my shot off, so I had to just, try and get it somewhere. So I'm playing this one now with the big topper, and the reason is I want my second bounce to be getting me further down. I think this is the smart play here. The other accounts I was hitting a horizon on the second, excuse me. So just to make sure you just don't go too far, that's all. This wind's a little lower, it can be a little more aggressive. And I want to get, closer down to the end of that fairway, the third fairway. And I think the big topper is the way to do it. So I'm going to play, so I'm at max now. I'll probably still play the 1-3. So there's one, something in like that. I don't mind if I'm closer to 1-2, to be honest. No overpower, just, I think this is the best way to go, because then you're not in overpower on your second shot. So we're getting a nice kick there. And see, we're near the end of the fairway, which is really going to give us an advantage on our next shot, because we'll be able to see our ball guide better. Okay, so second shot's going to be a sniper, 2-4, wind arrow about that way. So see here, because I'm so far, right, I can see the ball guide. Now, the lower level one I won't be able to see as good. So what I'm going to do, because that wind effect, I'm going to pull it back just a touch. So that's where maybe even a little touch more, something like that. Okay, so, and I'm going to play, so that arrow isn't pointing as quite as much as I thought. So I'm not going to play quite max. I think I'll play about 2-5-ish. So there's 2-5, yeah.
Perfect shot.
Let's see how this works out. So good weight. Okay, That's nice. Get in the hole. Okay, so good. So you can see the real advantage of getting down further there. Now, that being said, on my last account, if you don't have a good sniper, you know, this is Sniper 7 with a little bit better. I was using a Horizon, which will give you, if you have a higher level Horizon, I think a 4.3, and the lower level Horizon, I think a 4.1 ball guide. But if you've got something like that, and just with the lesser ball guide, we'll take a look after this at what a Sniper 7 is. I'm not sure, but the key to there was, as you saw, I pulled about half a ring back, knowing that even though it was only a 2 something wind, that wind effect will push me a little bit. And I'm not saying that this is going to go in every time or whatever, but it'll get you closer where it is going to go in sometimes, like this one, where, yeah, sure, it's a bit lucky, but when you're around the hole a lot, you know, this looks pretty good too. Oh, good shot. He's unlucky. So I was having a real hard time on the lower level accounts when I was hitting into overpower. So I think that's where that big topper shot comes in. So let's take a quick peek here at what a Sniper 7 is. So that's good. That makes up for hole 2. So that was nice. What is a Sniper 7 here? So a Sniper 7 has 4.5. So I had the good ball guide on that. So there's your difference on the Sniper 6, I think, on the last account. I only have a 4.1. So it's up to you, but I really think the key to that shot was playing the big topper off the tee, and then we've got a real better look at that second shot. Okay, so this hole number 4, I'm going to take a peek again with the sniper, and I've got a Guardian in reserve, but I'm going to take an aggressive approach with. I'm not sure I like the sniper shot because we'll see. I just don't know that I can get the angle. You can get a little more backspin on a Guardian, and sort of go a little more aggressive at it, except I'm missing the ball guide. What is my Guardian on this account is a 4, so it just doesn't quite have the ball guide that the sniper does. So we'll see here. So we're just going to play max with wind arrow with a katana. So 4, that's a little higher wind than normal. Might change to a kingmaker here. So, well, that's max, so I'm okay. So I'm going to play, what is that, 4 and a touch spin. I'm going to try this time 2 left. And see this aggressive approach from down below here. Okay, so we're going to expect that wind to push us a little to the left. So I'm going to, let's see here. Let's see where I'm pointed, right at, sort of at that point. So we'll try that. We'll play max with arrow as 4-2. We'll see what this looks like.
Perfect shot.
Okay, so that comes in pretty nice. Well, now we have a zone, so we saw where the end of my ball guide was, and we're just going to move that over now, about 3/4 of a green square. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to leave this on, and we'll go back to the replay and take a shot of where that was. Okay, so this is worth looking at and seeing where, because I did take a good view of what square we were aiming at here. So let's get this guy lined up. So it was 4 and a click, and I think on the Sniper 6 you only get the 4, maybe. So let's see here. Red ring is sort of, red ring touching into the rough a little bit. Okay, so red ring to rough. Now let's take, so see there is on that dark square. So we're going to move that maybe to the end of that square or just before the end of that square. Let's go back here 1 second. Let's watch it again. So we were all the back, and I think I went, it was 2 to the left. So let's make sure of that. So 4 back, all the back, and 2 left. Okay. Red ring will end up being on the right on the rough edge when we finish here. See, like that. Okay, and then right on that corner. So I would say moving it over close to the other corner, but in a little bit from that dark square. So we'll make a note of that, and hopefully hit it on the back. Okay, so that was hole 4. So hole 5, we're using our APOC. Another katana hole. This course is full of katana shots. It's okay. Even though I have a million fucking Titans, we're gonna use katana. Just straight up with the arrow. And we're getting the drops, sort of our 349 marker. Now, we have the Kingfisher, and I think with Kingfisher you have to add a 0.1, but we'll get to that after this. Hopefully, hitting a decent drive. So this one has 5 topspin, where my extra mile I think had 4.5, so we probably don't have to be so much or so aggressive here. So somewhere in there, we just want to be in the middle of that shadow somewhere, so that's about almost 2 rings. So 4-1, sort of in that way. Okay, max is 1-9. So we'll play the 1-9. Just a slight amount of curl and about close to 2 rings OP.
Perfect shot.
So hopefully we get around the 349 mark here. It's a good spot. That's going to be even a little further, probably about 355 maybe. 357. Okay, so from let's see, at 355 we were 8% slider. Does that make sense? We're 350. No, let's go back here. At 349 we were max, so we were just 357. So that's 7. That's 8 more yards. So we're 16% closer on the slider. So we're gonna play 84% slider. Okay. Okay, good shot by our opponent too. So we're 84% slider. We're just gonna put this, no shit, we lost it. So 84%, okay, is 1.8, and we're gonna play that plus 0.4. We're gonna go all the right and a sliver up. And this is our spot here. And I like to play all the right because you take away the glitchy hill on the right there. So we're gonna go right in the middle. Okay, so we said 1.8 plus 0.4 is gonna be 2.2. I've timed out on this fucking whole place. Ah, fuck.
Great shot.
Not a good time for a great right. Oh wow, lucky ass. So I guess the advantage of hitting a great right there is that you get it on the hill and it sort of rolls back to the hole, but that's not what we wanted. Nice shot, yeah. I'm not very proud of it. Okay, anyway. I still believe in that adjustment. I think that because I hit the great right, it was on the hill and came back down. Okay, so anyway, we'll go to the next. Okay, so hole 6 is another big topper katana hole. The katana's getting a workout on this course. So we're gonna go yellow ring to rough again. You start with all the right and then you go up, right? And then, so when you get to the top, you stop, and then you've got your max right. So we're just aiming down the middle, yellow ring sort of there. So we're in the mid, because we're not in the max and we're pulling back a bit. So we're gonna play a 1 ring. Just making sure that you see there is a bit of elevation there, so just making sure you're not hitting overpower here. Oh,
Great shot.
ooh, that might not be good. Great shots are not fucking good on this club. Do not go in that rough. Okay, so we got lucky there. So whatever our yardage is here, we're going to be further. So 350, that's, yeah, we're real far here. So this one we're just going to have to measure out going solo. Unfortunately, I did this once on the last account too, hit a great left. Because I really should be around 365 there, so I lost a shit ton of yardage. I have a feeling we'll be okay though. And that's the great part too of playing with the arrow is, and not, because when you just always plus 20 or whatever, like when you're further or shorter, playing with the arrow and the slider, your yardages you'll see are just you're gonna be spot on. It just takes a little while to learn it. It took me 6 months to get it, you know, not to get, I'm still not perfect on it, but just to sort of get a better idea, especially of weight. So see here, that's max. Okay, so we're short because we're going to be pulling back. We're going to be short of max. So I'm going to play 3 left and about half a right. And about white line. See that? There's a funnel in here somewhere. Let's see here. Sort of in that area there. So that's sort of straight at it. And I'm going to pull it back a little bit because of the wind effect. Okay, sort of something like that. Now we're 4-2 with the wind arrow. So I'm going to say it's going to be in between about 4, 6, or 7. Something like that.
Perfect shot.
I think this should be pretty close. Okay, so just missed right.
Nice on.
So either I can take the spin off there. Well, we'll see. I mean, I was a lot further than usual. Maybe I pulled a little too much. Maybe I was... no, that doesn't make sense either. Because I was definitely not in mid. So why would that go right? It looked like I was aimed pretty close to the hole. Anyway, hopefully we're not that far away again. Because the 361 I have at 1-to-1. But I couldn't even line it up as far as the slider is concerned because I was a lot further left as well, which means I'm even further away from the hole than that number because I'm on a different angle. So something to think about. But you can still see that I'm pretty close. And when you're around the hole enough, you know, it's going to go in once in a while like we saw on the last hole, on the hole 2. Okay, let's kill this. Okay, so hole 7. I'm excited about this hole. Hopefully we don't hit it great again. Last time we got a great, the hole in one on the great. So Goliath, Kingmaker, or sorry, Katana. I think we're getting this one really down. The guys that know me, this has always been one of my favorite holes. I've been playing this same shot for fucking ever. And not many people played it. Now, because it's in a tournament, people are playing it more. And I'm telling you, this is my shot. So all the left, I'm going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.5. That weight is good. Now what I'm doing, so we know now we need to be about at least half a square left of the hole. Okay, something like that, maybe even just a touch more left. Bring it back, so see in there, bring it back to about there. Then we're going to play 3-8 with the wind arrow in that direction. Okay, and we're going to play about min plus 0.1, so I'm going to play at 1.6. Close to fucking timing out.
Perfect shot.
Get in the fucking hole, baby. Get in there. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. pretty stoked about this hole. Okay, so that's good. So, because these kind of holes, draining these, allows you to screw up some other ones that are just going to make you win. Hey, baby. What's up?
Oh,
Do you want me to? Yeah. Okay, so let's take a peek at this again. So we can, visualize the landing. So we went you start with all the left, get up to 6.5-ish top there, right? Now, this is the important part, is getting the right line there. So I know that I need to be a little left because I kept going, a great right, or whatever it was going in. I knew I needed to be there. So see there, about half a green square roughly left of the hole. And then the min plus 0.1. Let's see what the pull, because I wasn't completely convinced I was actually pulling this at the right angle. So the angle looks good. Did I get to 1.6? Yeah, the 1.6 looks right. So, I'm not completely centered there either but it is what it is. So, and this line, let's see, I still ended up a touch on the left. So, and I think that might be I wasn't totally centered in my ball either. I kind of had the smallest touch of left curl. So I really like that shot, and maybe just playing it a little better than me. Okay, so for this hole here, we're playing Navigator, we're playing QB, and what we're doing is I'm playing this on the same for all my accounts, from QB, I think 3 up. Now I know I have a touch more distance here, but I'm going to have a little room to play with, so I'm only playing 2 topspin, okay? I just get down to line it up with that sort of middle area there. Okay, so 4-0 with this, oops, 4-0. Is about 4.3, and I'm just going to play 2 topspin, so the 4.3, and I'm going to pull it back to max until I see my red line. It doesn't need to be completely straight. We've got lots of room to play with, and just a straight shot. On the lower level QB, like a QB 3 or 4, you got to play a touch of overpower. Oh, look at this. So I can play a touch of overpower on that too. How far back am I? 314. So that's okay. So because I got the drop at 315. Okay, so that's good. 314. So I'm going to play this max plus 40. And just so you know, from 312, because I was further back, I just added 0.1. So 36 plus 40. So 1 down, 1 right. Okay, the ball guide's a little better on this. If you have a lower level Goliath, it won't look like the ball guide's getting there, but it is. I'm going to play right of center. So that's a little right of center, and I'm going to play at the 2-6.
Perfect shot.
Go in, baby. Go in. Oh, so that's interesting. I went left of the hole still. Because I dropped that with the same thing, 1 and 1. And then I even went right of hole here. Okay, but you can see that's your best way, I think, of sinking it. And as long as you align right and adjust properly, you're not going to miss the rough with a great right or a great left, because you're pulling straight across the rough. I made a mistake on my last one where I knew I adjusted sort of wrong and it didn't change it. Just make sure you're pulling straight on that. And even if you hit great, you should be fine. I don't know why that would have went left of the hole from the same distance. So that's something to think about. I might want to play a touch more right. I don't know, but we'll see on the next 9. See if anyone ever... I'll be the forfeiter. Okay, so... Alright, so hole 9. Hole 9 we've got... hole 9 we're getting close as well. So let's do this quick. Hole 9. I gotta work in friggin' 15 minutes. So I'm probably going to kill this after 9 because I won't be able to finish my other 9 till later. But I'll get it out there. We're getting lots of drops. The notes are really good. I don't even know if I'm going to do any more at all after this on the weekend. I mean, the notes are good. It's up to you now. I hope this has been helpful for guys. You know, a lot of work sort of goes into writing all this down, but that's what it takes, right? So if I'm doing, you know, if I'm doing the work for you and you're able to write this stuff down, I hope it's helpful. Feedback is good. Hit that like button. My idea is not to be a streamer or anything like that. My idea is just to help guys out from our clan and trying to get better together. The clusterfuck group, great bunch of guys. I'm doing this to mostly just help out the group, and getting some feedback would be great. You know, shitty video, fine. I got big shoulders. Don't worry about it. I don't have all the tools, or I'm not a good computer guy to have things on here. But I think I, you know, make sense of the game. Even though I might not be the best player, I think technically I play pretty well. And, you know, if you're better than me that way, you'll do great. So here we're gonna play this, and we're gonna play a Titan, and we're gonna play 4 top, all the left. And I'm gonna go straight as I can, sort of like that down the middle, because I don't trust myself. I keep hitting great left on this fucking hole. 4-0 with the wind arrow. And you just have to keep in mind that you're not in max here if you're playing with the wind arrow. You know, so I'm going to play 1-9. Touch a curl.
Perfect shot.
Okay, so where's this taking us to? See, it's still a little further back than I want to be. So 322. So 322, the horizon was an easy shot. I don't know if this sniper has got the distance, so it's another thing. To try and, every time I get aggressive on this tee shot, I screw it up. I either go too far right in the rough or go hit a great left into the bunker on the left. I would ideally like to be in that shadow. But I don't like playing more topspin because it goes through the, oh boy. All right, let's try and save this guy and drain this thing. So 2-9 and straight up. Where are we here? So that's our max topspin. So glitchy around there. So I'm going to play like this, right in, so about 1, 2, that's not even enough. I'm going to try and pull back another green square. Sort of straight at the hole. And I'm going to play max, I'm going to play 3-3, max minus 0.1. It's more of about a 3-2 probably.
Perfect shot.
We're getting this one close. It's just about the speed. You know, it's a pretty straight rolling shot. It's still too hot. Well, not bad. You know, so I touch left. I've been a touch left and a touch right a bunch of times, but the most important part of that shot is to have the right speed. So 3 green squares short and playing it sort of in max numbers with arrow seems to be, you know, pretty consistent. I think in the long run, you know, you're going to be lucky, you know, to hit this, but like again, if you're close all the time, it's going to go in sooner or later. So I'm going to kill this. Thanks for watching. You know, we've got some numbers really down. We finally got 7, got a good look at 7. We got, luckily, number 2, or sorry, number 3. We didn't get to do number 2 again. That's unfortunate, that hole. That's like almost a must-make hole. If you're not making other stuff, you want to be making number 2. Number 3 went down, and we can see the big topper is a huge advantage there. hole 5 we got, and I think that's a good adjustment on hole 5. Hole 6 is something that can be drained, and I think hole 6 and 9 are very similar, where you can get around the hole. It's eventually going to go in. Number 7, I really liked our look there. I like number 8. That's going to go in sometimes. So hopefully these notes work. Thanks for watching. Appreciate you, and we'll talk to you later.